Yo, guys. Welcome to the Football Den. We are back here talking all things Premier League and very excited for this game week because Manchester United can top the fucking league. For the first time since Ferguson has left, United can top the league after Christmas. So that's something to look forward to. Not for all those Liverpool and Chelsea and City supporters because you will not hear the end of it if United top the league. But we also got some interesting fixtures with Everton playing Wolves and Tottenham against Jack Grealish because I don't think Aston Villa is the right name for that club. But take it away, Karan. Let's just start with United's game against Burnley.
Well, this is going to be a cagey affair considering Burnley don't concede a lot of goals, and United, on the other hand, have been scoring quite a lot. Uh, it's a difficult one to predict because, United on key fixtures, they just don't show up. And, just during must-win games, they're missing. What do you think, Rohit?
Yeah, so definitely I share the same sentiment about that because the games that United need to win, we're going to go down. We're going to go down like hell after this, I feel. But I think I'm more excited to see if Eric Bailly starts in defense because surprisingly he's made Maguire look good too when he started.
Oh my God, that's a cheeky one. I really don't think this game really depends on the defensive attributes of United, even though we have two of the craziest headers. I'm not craziest headers, but more consistent headers of the ball in the strikers of Burnley. So Bai's fighting spirit is definitely something that should be there on the pitch. But I still see it coming down to the front three for United because they, as you both have mentioned, they've gone missing in crucial parts of the games when we really need them to show up. There's a lot at stake here. There's a lot at stake, even though temporarily United will go on top of the league because we can never get carried away with the way the league is going on this season. I would say Ole will instill that energy in them and that DNA, United DNA in them, because he's been doing that when his job is on the line generally. But now is the time to seal his job forever if they go on top of the league and maintain that position for the foreseeable future. So I think there is definitely different energy about United going into this game.
Yeah, so one positive change I have observed is Bruno has been taking, he's taking it very seriously when he loses a game and he wants to perform in the next game, and you know what wonders that guy can do. So definitely you're going to see some crazy creativity from him in this game.
Well, the interesting fact here is that Burnley have lost just one out of the last five fixtures, and out of the four wins that they've had, they've kept 3 clean sheets. And I think they won against the likes of Arsenal and Wolves, if I'm not wrong, which are some pretty
but come on, both of them are struggling in the league. At least Arsenal were struggling in the league, and Wolves are still struggling in the league. So that's no sign for me to say that Burnley has. I mean, they of course have a chance, but I don't see a possible way that Burnley really troubles United too much unless it's from set pieces, which we all know what they can do from there. So the key area that, of course, Ole needs to worry about is the set pieces, especially after that fucking defending against John Stones. What was that, man? In the Carabao Cup.
Well, they're pretty used to United conceding from set pieces, so I won't be surprised if Burnley show up and score a G from a set piece. What I'm really worried about is cracking that defense of Burnley because they play 10 at the back after they've even before they've scored. They're just parking the bus. They are prime Jose sometimes. So what really matters is can United break the shackles and score
win that penalty? Yes, they can. There's always a chance, bro. I loved Klopp's interview. You do have no idea how much I watched it on repeat since that guy started moaning. It's just I don't understand this guy. And honestly, why can't you say it like how it is? You lost the game because You were not good enough in that game, or Southampton were way too good for you. Fucking stop complaining about other teams doing and just see what you are doing on the pitch.
And honestly, there was no reference to context there. There was no need to mention United. I
Oh
don't
yeah,
know
yeah,
where
yeah.
that mid interview he just says, United get more punishment years than I got in the last 5 years. What are you trying to imply, man? I really didn't get the point of that statement, but it is what it is. Anyway, let's
Only living rent free.
yeah, bro, rent free in all these guys' minds. Lampard, Jose, Klopp. But
More
either
like
way,
Bruno.
let's get to the predictions for this one. What do you guys think? Where is this game headed? Who wants to go first?
Ambar, go for it.
I'll go for yeah. As much as I see set piece trouble for United, I think there's going to be a good fight back from United from the set pieces, and I don't see them conceding, and I do see them scoring. So I'm just gonna go with a 2-0
Oh, do
because I see Eric Bailly, the warrior, diving in for all the set pieces, and I see Bruno Fernandes as usual scoring a penalty.
I was going to go for a 2-0 call as well. I think Burnley are going to miss out on one of the key defenders, Charlie Taylor, and the United front three are going to break through from that defense and score. And we look in better form than we have in the last few seasons. I mentioned this in the last video as well. This team looks much better than all the post Fergie teams we have. So definitely I see United maintaining their form.
Well, I see the PE teacher starting Lindelof over Bai once again. So I'm going to go for a 1-0 to United, nothing more than that. Maybe Cavani gets a G. Martial, I
Ooh.
don't really see him scoring. He's just not looked in touch. So yeah, a 1-0 for me.
Bro, he had 4 goal involvements in the previous 3 games, like before City.
Yeah, out of that, 2 were winning penalties. So moving on, the second game in hand that we have is Aston Villa versus Tottenham. Tottenham need to win to reduce the gap, to the top of the table. If they do win this, I think they are within 1 point of United and Liverpool, which is good news for them, considering they haven't really performed well in the last 5 fixtures. They've just won 1 out of the last 5. So, what do you guys think about this one?
Okay, so I think Aston Villa have a better results coming into this game week. The game against United was kind of an aberration, but since El Ghazi has gotten back in the squad, Aston Villa look on fire, and Spurs are gonna have a tough time against them. So I want to see how Spurs attack would line up, because Aston Villa are sure gonna attack, and does this mean that Spurs keep falling back?
What do you think, Amber?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Kane Son is going to be the center of attention as usual. I don't see Aston Villa defense having the capabilities to deal with them for 90 minutes. So I can positively say that Tottenham are going to score one way or the other. We saw that against Leeds, but Leeds was as an exception because the defensive errors that those fuckers make, man. I mean, I don't know what to say. But yeah, I don't see them coping with Kane and Son. That's one thing. But on the other side, I don't see how they can cope with El Ghazi and, of course, Jack Grealish. So I see, I mean, contrary to popular belief, I think there's going to be a high scoring game. And I think this might end up in a draw, like a 2-2 draw, something like that. I think it's going to be a very interesting game because Villa don't back down no matter what. And Mourinho is going to take every chance he gets. So it's going to be an end-to-end game, and I'm fucking looking forward to this one.
Well, talking about Kane and Son, Aston Villa not being able to stop Kane and Son, Aston Villa have managed to keep 3 clean sheets out of the last 5 games that they've played. They've won 4 out of their 5 or got results in 4 out of their 5. So I don't know if Kane and Son can really it can't only be Kane and Son, right, all the time. Tottenham players need to step
No, but
up.
you see, like we can all imagine Tottenham trying to soak up the pressure that Villa gets, and then you know who are the two prime players to hit them on the break. So yeah, I can see that happening for sure. But yeah, go on.
So I feel that as much as people want this to be like a high scoring game or whatever, I don't see that happening. I don't see Kane and Son combining and scoring a couple of Gs against Aston Villa, maybe one. But yeah, I do agree that it will be a draw, but I'll go for more like a 1-1.
What a fucking strange time we are living in. Last season we saw Aston Villa celebrating not getting relegated, and now we're talking about them in the top, like challenging top four teams. Man, fuck, mad, mad, mad time.
The last time
This
this
also
happened.
brings me to the yeah.
The last time this happened was actually when Leicester was almost relegated, and next season they went on to win the league. So the Premier League is unpredictable.
Are you trying to indicate what Jack Grealish and Co can do over here?
No, Jack Grealish on coke also can't do this. Fuck Jack Grealish, and there is no way they're gonna win the Premier League. But Tottenham are the dark horses, like I've always said.
Bro, I
Okay,
think they're
but what do you
falling
think
out
about?
now. Tottenham, I think they're gonna start
Yeah,
having a
exactly.
decline soon.
Based on what are you saying there?
Okay, so first about the Villa game, I see Spurs giving away a lot of fouls because Aston Villa have quick feet and the kind of midfielders and defense that Spurs have. They're going to trip Villa players left and right and maybe give them penalties.
Wow, that is some prediction, man. Like, wow, they're gonna trip players and gonna give them penalties. Uh, but yeah, Villa are definitely a fast side. They definitely do create a lot of chances, and if they can take just a couple of them, they can. There is a potential for them to win this game. But what do you guys think? Where do you
Only,
guys?
only if only if motherfucking Ollie Watkins finishes the chances that Grealish creates for him, they have a fucking terrific chance.
So
But that fucker,
yeah, go ahead.
yeah, that fucker has been so fucking wasteful. And we were talking about Timo Werner previously. Just imagine these two fuckers, and they cost some money. Okay, they don't come. These players don't come cheap. I mean, Werner's come for far too expensive. But what this season has made me realize that proven Premier League strikers are the ones that you want in your team. Look at Wilson, what he's doing for Newcastle, even though the game, like the goals he scored are many of them penalties, but you need some clinical finishing like that. And I just hope, I just pray that teams like Aston Villa, who are supposedly smaller teams, but they are playing so well, they get these kind of strikers so that we get such an entertaining Premier League every fucking season. So I'm very excited about this game, and I see a 2-2 all draw for me.
Where do you stand, Pathare?
So this is a tough call, but I think Aston Villa are going to win this 2-1.
Ooh,
So
okay.
that's three different scoreline predictions, but two similar results. So it's 2-all from Ambar, 1-all from me, and 2-1 for Rohit, which is just weird. I don't know why he said that, considering he has Kane in his team.
No, I sold him. For this game week at least.
Okay. So moving on to the final fixture of this game week that we're discussing, it's Wolves versus Arsenal. Arsenal coming back into form just at the right time. Otherwise, Arteta was facing the sack. And,
Excuse me, it's Everton versus Wolves.
Oh, it's Everton. Okay.
Wolves versus Arsenal is over, and Wolves already booked that ass. We don't need to go back there.
Yeah, okay, my bad. So it's Everton versus Wolves, and DCL has looked off form since, I don't know, 3 game weeks now. But with the likes of James coming back, I think there is a chance for them to nick a result here. And Wolves definitely do miss a striker. The presence of Jimenez in the box has been missed. His creativity, his finishing, all of it is clearly missing for Wolves. So, what do you guys think of this one?
Well,
Harry, you
it's
can go
not
first.
DCL lacking form as much as the team lacking creativity, because this man has been scoring even in the absence of James and Richarlison in the past few game weeks. So I not the recent past, but in the time that James was injured before the first time, we saw him keep continue his record of scoring for a while, and I think now with James on, he should be back in those key areas.
Well, the point is he was always there in the key areas. It's just that, like you said, the creativity was missing. Even the likes of Luca Digne was missing for the last 4 5 games, if I'm not wrong. So yeah, definitely creativity
And so
was
was
missing.
Richarlison.
He is the box.
Understand why you guys are kind of criticizing Everton, because they are already going strong in top four, and they've won like four out of their last five games in the Premier League. So maybe that spark must be missing, but Ancelotti has knit these players very tightly, and like they are churning in results no matter what. They defeated Leicester, they defeated Arsenal, and of course they also defeated Chelsea. So these are some big names, and I am
Are they?
personally very excited for this Everton. They are some big names, not big teams. That's why
Yeah,
I said big names.
yeah, yeah.
Carefully chosen words, brother, because I know what's gonna come next. So I'm pretty excited to see what Ancelotti does with these boys, because they are definitely in contention for the top four. The league would be a stretch, to be honest. But yeah, top four is something that they're going for, and these are the fixtures that you have to win when you're competing for top four. Wolves are looking to get back on track, and but with Podence out as well, they're lacking attacking options. Now you can see them actually struggling with Neto like the prime player up front, and the new signing not too impactful. So things looking a bit bleak for Wolves, I would say, considering they are out of form as well. Um, so I really want to see what can Wolves bring to the table this time, because ideally you would say that Everton and Wolves are teams that compete on level grounds, but now that Everton have taken a step forward, how can Wolves react? What do you think, Karan? How do you see this game going?
So I think the highest scorer for Wolves in the last 3 games has been Roman Saez, who's their center back. So
Oh yeah.
After I saw
that says a
Liverpool.
lot. Yeah, that says thanks, Patty, for that. But that says a lot about Wolves and their attacking prowess. They clearly miss the likes of Podence and Jimenez, and Traore hasn't scored a goal since 1 year now, which
A
is
year, yeah.
yeah, which is shocking. So as I don't see them like nicking a result in this one against Everton, with the likes of James back, Richarlison and Calvert Lewin can do some damage to that Wolves defense. So for me, I don't know. Wolves just don't look like they are in contention for top four or even winning this
Bro,
game.
top
Actually,
four.
yeah.
Oh, that's far from the question.
I mean, they are not even in
Where do
contention
you
for
think?
top 10 now, man.
Exactly.
That's a good.
But where do you think this game will be won by Everton? Is it like the attack itself, or the midfield battle, or they're just too strong defensively? What do you think is going to happen?
So even without the likes of Luca Digne and Coleman, they have looked defensively solid. They have kept 3 clean sheets out of the last 5 games, which is really good. With the likes of Mason Holgate playing at fullback, so I don't think there's a problem in defense. What they did lack was scoring a number of goals. They were getting those odd goals and winning games, but now with the likes of James back, Richarlison and Calvert Lewin can really have more chances and convert a couple of them. So yeah, I think the game will be won in attack for Everton.
Yeah,
What do you
What
so
do you
think?
think, Vadi?
I agree that the game will be one for Everton in their attacking half, because that's the differential. Up until Wolves' losses a few game weeks ago, they had looked defensively solid, and that is one of the areas where Everton were also lacking. So now with all the creators fit, I think we would like to see where Calvert-Lewin and Richarlison can go with this.
Couldn't agree more. This is their time to shine, and I think they will take their chances. So I want to go with no size goal this time, and I want to go with the 1-0 Everton.
I think for this one, I'm gonna go with the 2-0 to Everton. Uh, just because James is back and there is more creativity within the team. So one goal for James, one goal for DCL, and that should seal the game.
Well, I mean, before I make my prediction, I remember Karan saying James has become the assister of the assister, and now he's calling for James goals. But but I agree with a 1-0 for Everton because I think they are going to have that little spark to get the game through, but not quite enough to win by a big margin.
Okay, so that's a Everton
All
win
right.
for all of us. So moving on, we stay tuned for our FPL video, and I think that's a wrap for us for game week 18. And do you have anything else to add, Amber?
Just stay safe and keep watching our videos and supporting us. We see that we do get 5 or 6 or 7 views, and we see you guys there, and we really appreciate your support. And we would really appreciate if you like it, like the channel, and like the videos, and just share, and let's increase the number of people in this community and have fun. So thank you guys.